Okay. Welcome everybody. This is the first episode of Convos with King, and totally winging it. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully y'all join me on this journey. You know, a lot of my friends have said, "Hey, why don't you start a podcast?" And honestly, I say I don't like my voice, but you know, I was like, I talk a lot of shit on Instagram and get a lot of positive feedback from it. So why not, just talk shit for everybody to hear and see if that gets positive feedback or not. But for my first episode, I hit up my lovely friend Tiana.
Woo!
And she brought her as lovely sister TC with her. I've probably known Tiana maybe 9 years. First came to party with me at Whip. And, you know, for those who aren't familiar, that was a club in NYC that no longer exists.
Right.
So main reason why I invited you here is because I wanted to interview you because you're doing a lot of great things.
Yes.
I'll start off with you, Tiana.
Okay. Blanco.
Tiana Blanco. Look her up on Instagram at Blanco. That's with two O's.
Okay.
You're a makeup artist,
Yes.
a wigologist,
Yes.
hilarious YouTuber, I might say. And you have a lemonade stand.
Yes, we do.
Yes, that's something that you both started together.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get to that because that's my favorite part. But I'm going to start with you, Tiana. And just tell me, how did you get started with makeup?
I got started with, I always liked doing just beauty, hair and makeup. And then a store opened up in Kings Plaza, Kiko. It was an Italian cosmetic brand. And I just applied and they hired me. I had no makeup knowledge at all except for my own face. And then I just winged it from there. That was in 2011.
Okay, all right. So that's 9 years of experience.
Yeah.
All right. So you know how to do the little wingtip, right?
Yeah, but at the time I didn't. So I was winging it in the makeup store.
I think that's the theme of this show right now.
Oh, just winging it. Exactly. And that's how I got started. And I just got better and better. We just kept practicing. And then I already liked doing makeup, but now understanding it and doing the foundation.
All right. So what's your worst kind of makeup customer?
Oh, those ones. Okay. The ones that just want a free face. They just want their face done for free.
What do you mean for free?
So literally, they would come inside the makeup store and act like they're so interested in the products that you're telling them about. And then they want you to try it out on them. But during this process, they're getting their face, made up.
Oh,
so
swindlers.
Yeah, but what I do is I do half of the face. So you do one half, and then I ask them like, okay, so what products are we buying? And then they either say like they're gonna buy it tomorrow, so I hurry up and grab a makeup wipe and wipe it off before
like,
they
sis, you either going out of here with half a face.
How you get mad about them wanting a whole face?
Because I want to get paid doing faces. So if they wasn't paying at the time, then
because if they bought the products, it didn't matter. You don't get commission on the product.
But
your time is money.
What me and my homegirls was doing was under the table. I was like, I'll do your face and if they wasn't paying, it was maybe about $30 or $50, one or the other.
You know why she killed me?
Why?
My mother and my sisters, we all used to do that at MAC. It was an event coming up.
So makeup is...
hurry up and get your face beat.
Okay.
This is before makeup artist
was
a thing.
Okay.
And social media was a thing. This is back
when... because everywhere you turn, the girl's like, hey, I'll do your face for $30.
Now you have a lot available to you. But back then, there were only people that worked at the makeup stores.
Yeah.
Mac
that's what
or
you would go
Sephora.
to. Yeah.
Oh yeah, nah, cause like even my mother, her idea of getting her makeup done, she has to go to somebody. Like she never really did makeup
Did
and
makeup
that.
herself.
Like maybe when I was like in the 90s, she'd wear a red lipstick or whatever. But
Yeah.
growing up, I never really saw my mother put on makeup.
Beating her face for like
Nah,
45 minutes.
Nah, what? No, that lady. Nah, Nikki. Mm-mm. Okay, so makeup is a family thing.
Yeah. And
Well, if I really wanted to do it, I'm doing a 5-minute face. My sisters could sit there and do the whole
but you did it in
foundation.
remember, right? In college.
Oh,
Because
in
you had your
college.
kit.
Yeah, I had a kid.
And I used to
wasn't
sneak
into it
in your
college.
kit.
Oh.
And if we look at those pictures,
But makeup wasn't done like how it is now.
no, it wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't. But yeah, and our youngest sister, she's really good.
Oh, dope, dope. So it's a family thing. That's dope.
Yeah.
Family full of entrepreneurs. I like that.
Yes.
All right. Next thing, you're coined yourself as a wigologist.
Exactly.
Now, I think I saw when you started.
Yeah.
So tell me about that process.
During this process now, I was in Atlanta, and the makeup was going good, but it was still a bit slow because I transitioned from New York to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
And during that transition, it was like, okay, I got to make more money than this.
Yeah.
But at the time, I was always making my own wigs, and I would I would have it on YouTube. I would have the wigs on, and I'm doing a makeup tutorial, and people would ask about the wig. And then a couple people was like, oh, you should start your wig business. You should sell wigs. You should make me a wig. And then that's how it got started from there.
Okay. So tell me, do you enjoy the wigs more than the makeup or vice versa?
No, it's not either or.
Mm.
I just like beauty and interacting with others.
Okay.
So it's just more therapeutic when I'm working it. I don't look at it as like,
One or the other. It's
Yeah.
all a singular
just
thing.
therapy. It's like, okay,
All right.
you're about to
Might
make
I-
somebody's day.
Might I add, when Tiana was a little girl, she used to
Yes.
do like our grandmother twist. She's like, Tiana, come give me a massage
Okay.
and do my hair. Tiana used to put crazy shit in her head. Like, out of my mom daughters, I'm like the classic one. I want things to look like pretty a certain way. Tiana come outside with some crazy butterflies everywhere in her head, 2 ponytails, a choker. Like, I'm like, where's this going?
She couldn't stand when I would dress
What?
myself up like
I
that.
would be so mad at my mother. Like, this is embarrassing. Why are you letting her go to school like that? I'm like, you look mad crazy. Mushing her. I used to be upset. But it translated, as you see later, coming into adulthood, is like,
That's the creativity.
it came back full circle. She
Definitely.
just dabbed back into it. So that's when you know it's a natural talent or gift, because it's something that carries with you from young.
Yeah, and I was about 7. I turned my grandmother hair,
Purple.
Pink, yeah, like a pink purple.
Like a lavender.
Damn,
then it was
you did
blue.
that to Granny?
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
with
she
gel.
loved
And
you.
guess what? She wore it out, even though it looked crazy. I don't. In my eyes, it looked good because I was a little girl. But I remember seeing her next door neighbor. The way she looked at her hair was like, "What happened to your hair?"
Everybody thought she dyed it. Her hair was silver, and
I put
Tiana
some
used the blue
gel.
gel to do twist in her hair. But we didn't know that the gel color was gonna change the color of the hair. So when she came outside, it was like everybody kept saying, "You dyed your hair?"
They thought Grandma
And I
started a
did
rap
it.
career.
And she was trying to
Yeah.
like, nope, Yaya did my hair.
Yeah. And she got me my first client. It was $7.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
See, I think that's important for, younger generations to get from older generations. That sense of like, hey, do this work, you can make this money. I think that's missing a lot. That's why we have a whole legion of scammers.
Yeah.
I think they missed that part where it's like, all right, if I
The
do
extra
this
push?
work, yeah. And that's all it is, because a lot of people just don't know what to do or how to make that money. They don't understand that, like, yo, little elbow grease, a little ingenuity, and you can make $1.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
Times
right.
changed now. I feel like now this next generation of kids, they'll see it more because they see entrepreneurship on YouTube. They see it. Their parents now, people are going for it. Like, oh, I got a T-shirt line, or I got this, or I do makeup.
No, 2020 is the year of the entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I feel like if you just sitting home waiting for the government to send you a check, you ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
All right. So I have a question about your YouTube page, which is very entertaining, but very informative.
Yes.
So what is that process like for you? Like, how do you gear up? Because I know you, and you're on the shy side.
Yeah. And then you give me some Henny.
And then the party starts. But that's a different story. But aside from that, how do you get in front of the camera and just get into that mode? Wing it. There you go again.
That's how I do it. I just wing it. Sometimes I still get, even when it's just me in the house or me and my daughter, and I'm putting up, setting up the camera, she just be looking at me, and it's like, I'm talking to the camera. Like, I know nobody's right here, but I'm talking to the camera. And then...
She like, mommy done lost it.
And then after like 2 minutes, then it just start flowing. But it took a lot of editing out because I'm like trying to talk proper or talking how I think I should be talking on YouTube. And then it don't work out. I'm like, ew, no, that sounds too fake. So it's like, okay, bring it back and then start over.
All right, that's a beautiful thing.
Swing
Hopefully I get to that point putting these shows on YouTube.
Yes, you have to.
That's the plan. Right, Raya? Shout out to Raya.
That is the plan. Because people will want to go back and watch it and just look, and just for yourself too. Because I go back on my YouTube. That's embarrassing. I be looking like, oh my God, my makeup was not even blended. And I'm over there teaching these people how to blend their makeup. But it's fun to look at now, like, okay, you can see the transition yourself rather than others telling you.
All right, that's dope. That's dope. All right, so TC, you have a children's clothing line that I think is, you get a lot of people, they do children's clothing line, and not to hate on them, but it looks a little half-assed. Like, hey, I sewed this thing together, or I bought this thing on Alibaba and put this Mickey Mouse thing on your daughter. She'll look cute. Your stuff looks well thought out and planned out and presented well. What's your inspiration behind all that?
Wait, let's shout out Carrie Penny. That is the clothing line.
There we go.
Yeah. Carrie Penny. So it's basically wearable art.
Nice.
Or I call it specialty clothing. And the inspiration behind it is just, I wanted to always combine animation for the kids, mix it with like urban feel.
Okay.
And that was the ultimate thing behind Carrie Penny, and that was a representation of myself. I felt like I was looking for a name that represented me and a brand that represented.
So where does the name come from?
Both of my grandmothers, my maternal and paternal. So yeah, one is Carrie and the other one is Penny. So Carrie is the hood side.
Boo, boo, boo.
That's that family crazy.
Where they from?
Jason Marcy.
Around the corner.
Yeah.
All right. Listen, I grew up in the 90s. No, Marcy, you lose your JanSport.
Yeah. And then Penny, that's our Caribbean side, and she's more like conservative and sophisticated.
What part of the Caribbean?
St. Lucia.
Oh, okay. Stush.
Yeah. Yeah. And growing up, our mom always worked several jobs. So Carrie, we would either be with Carrie or be with Penny. But it's two different lifestyles. How we were raised, how we go outside, how we eat, everything is different. So, and that's a representation of me. Okay. It depends on who I'm with or where I'm at. They may see Tiffany, or the other person may see TC or know me as TC.
Okay.
Which is the outside.
How does that translate into the clothing?
So the clothing then is the contemporary, the good side, and then the urban, which is like the hood side. But the art part of it, that's just something that's been in me from youth. Like always draw, always loved to draw. I've always did illustrations. Fashion was always a thing of mine.
Nice.
Also,
The same way we talked about kid, like when I was a kid doing hair.
It was like full circle. Full circle.
She would have sketchbooks, sketches, leopard prints, just making everything.
Nice.
Yeah. And it wasn't until I had my son that I stepped into the children's wear market.
Okay.
That's like me throwing his second birthday party. I wanted him to wear something that was child appropriate. Not the chains and the knockoff brands.
Yeah, because I hate when mothers dress their son to look like Future.
Me too.
Like,
he could.
He
wait.
has
He's
no
gonna get
future.
there.
you know, he wanted to be Batman for Halloween, but you made him the Migos. It's like,
Yeah, exactly. So that was
Pretty much.
He was 2, and it was like, all right, I want him to wear something that looks like luxury or quality, but I don't want it to look like he's an older guy outside. That's not happening. So that it kept pondering on my mind, like what to do, what to make or create, and it was like a theme, a Yo Gabba Gabba. That was the characters back then.
I remember Yo Gabba Gabba. I got 2 little sisters. Well, younger. Well, they think they grown, but I got 2 sisters, and they used to watch that show.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna make something myself, because there was nothing. That's when I seized an opportunity. There was nothing on the market that combined what I was looking for.
Nice.
Luxury, but animated. I didn't want a screen printed shirt. I was like, that's corny.
Yeah.
So I went to go put my senses together, got some Fox material, some sweatshirts, some studs, and then
That's dope.
created a sweater.
Shout out the Instagram page real quick so everybody can check out this stuff for themselves.
Oh yeah, at Carrie Penny, CarriePennie.
All right. For all you, single mothers with baby daddies, mothers with, you
Parents, for the parents.
for the parents.
Shout out to the baby mamas out there.
Yeah, I mean,
shut your ass.
they are my core audience, hopefully. All right, so now let's get into more social media questions. That's what I like to call it. So this is a big topic, and I just want to get both of you ladies' ideas on the situation. How do you feel about the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion situation?
Like he need his ass whooped.
Ooh.
He violated.
All right, what do you think happened?
What she said.
Believe all women.
Yeah.
I'm a feminist.
I believe her.
No, I believe she's telling the truth.
No, definitely telling the
She
truth.
didn't change up the story, no nothing.
Yeah.
So what do
He
you
got a
think?
Napoleon complex. He's super short.
Yeah.
He weighed 120. Sis is thick. That was the only way. He can't jump out the car trying to pop on her. She have heels on and she's already taller than you. Like
It's
Yeah.
over.
he that gun is the only thing that made him feel like I
Like a man.
got you now. Yeah.
So do you
was
think
thinking
it's
about
over for him?
It may be being she made that statement. That could go to court.
Yeah.
It's a video. There's no deleting that. If somebody
He getting back deported.
Back to Canada.
Back to Canada you go.
I feel sorry for him though. Wish he made a better choice.
Oh yeah, because he
He
just got,
wish he made a better choice.
Yeah, no, he did because he just got out of his contract with the label and
Things was about to turn up.
Chicks Tape 5 was hitting. Like,
Yep.
we ain't gonna get a 6, so
Yeah.
fuck it. All right.
Life throw curveballs at you, just like that.
But
And
I
he
feel
should
like
have.
as a man, you got to be more prepared to handle those situations. You're with a female. No, not to say that females are inferior, superior, whatever the case may be, but at the end of the day, as a man, you should just protect women. That's just should be your MO. So
Right.
me personally, I feel like he did the sucker thing. So whatever happens to him, he deserves it.
Yeah.
All right. This is my next question. This might be interesting. Who do you think is really winning out here? Lori Harvey or Ari Fletcher?
Oh. Dang.
So Ari dates rapper Yo Moneybag.
Okay.
And she was the one who had all these girls talking about their boyfriends need to buy him a Lambo truck because Yo basically was doing a tax move and bought her a truck.
Right.
If people really want to understand what that was.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you have Lori Harvey, who's just out here breaking everybody's heart.
Right.
Moving like her mama. But, yeah.
I mean,
I like them both. It's like best of both
I'll
worlds.
ride the Lori wave.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
definitely TC.
Yeah. That
Classy.
girl, that ain't really my vibe.
More about
Champagne
yourself.
vibes.
Yeah.
Hanging in Malibu. That would be
Yeah.
her. I'm going to be Team Ari for the ratchet.
Yeah.
I got a little bit of Lori, but yeah.
All right. I always got to ask that question. Because I feel like they're two different worlds, but they're two women about getting theirs.
Get in their bag.
Right.
All right. Are you guys following like the current elections, politics, what's going on right now?
We don't have a choice in our household.
Caribbean, okay?
Oh, yeah. Mr. President. All right. So, I'm not going to ask you who you're going to vote for, but how do you feel about your options right now?
Oh. I mean, they're not the greatest. I just had a debate with my mom the other day because, she was trying to convince me we all just need to go this way and that's it. And I was like,
Do you want to talk about which way?
Yeah, she's pro Joe Biden.
Okay.
And Miss Harris. And I just was like, she was like, oh, I got the newspaper. And I was like,
that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah. I was like, okay. We acting like, well, you're acting like they're about to like save the day. And I'm not sold on that. So I just told her, that was just my standpoint. I'm not crazy about Trump at all. But I don't want to just run with something just because it seemed like that's what everyone's going with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when we was having this discussion, it was basically like, at least with Trump, we see like what he's about, rather than Biden. We don't really know what he's about, like any other president that we had. But Trump is like, you kind of know what's coming, right? Like,
you know who you dealing with.
Yeah, it's like the evil you know.
It's like if you have two friends and one be smiling, but they feel ways low key, or they have some other kind of underlying thing with you. Is like, I gotta watch you extra. No, I'd rather the one who I know how you come in, whether you really fuck with me or not.
All right.
Yeah.
I share some of the same sentiments. I mean, my whole thing about Joe Biden is he hasn't said anything to me that makes me feel like he's gonna do real change for black people. Like, he made the comment to Charlemagne like, oh, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black, and then tried to recant it and, clean it up. But my whole thing is like, say what you want, but give us a plan. Like, I don't care if he says like, I love Mammy and them. Like, he could say whatever, but have a plan.
Yeah.
Once you have a plan, it's cool. Kamala Harris, on the other hand, as a black man, I feel away because she has the highest rate of prosecuting black and brown men in the state of California. And California is not a small state.
Right.
And she is. There's been articles and reports of how she's tried to make reforms and do better. But my whole thing is that trying to change a system after you've left it versus trying to change it while you're in it tells me two different stories about you. One is a story of rebellion, revolution. The other one is a story of regret. And that's how I look at her. Like, she looks like, hey, I did so much, not wrong, but I could have did better. And she's trying to make that change with the vice presidency. And I get that.
Yeah.
but I'm not convinced all the way. Like, I got to see a plan. That's all it is, you know?
Yeah, that's
like,
how
Trump,
I feel.
Trump
I'm more pro them.
Okay.
But I want to be fully sold. Like, yep, this is a great choice.
Yeah, like I'm not pro Trump at all, but at least I can say he gives you his plan. He's like, yo, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm gonna try to do, and that's all I want to hear. I don't want to hear what I
but
would
you know
hope
he a
to
liar
do.
too, though, right?
All these politicians are lying, but
so it's like, who's gonna lie to me better?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
it is.
what it is.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
Because the only people that directly affect our lives are our local politicians.
Yeah.
And I always tell people, like, don't worry about them big elections. Worry about the small ones, because that's what's going to determine whether you got to wait 20 minutes for the bus or 5 minutes, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you got
your daily life.
Exactly. You going to park on this side of the street or not at all. You know, it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. Next social media question I got for y'all is, how do you feel about what's going on with the Black Lives Matter movement? And do you feel real change is going to come?
Yes.
Yes. I do think that, I believe that change is definitely is like on its way, especially due to social media. I think it just brings so much awareness for the people that don't watch the news and just sit on a phone. We know more what's going on in the world because we on our phones all the time. So it's like once you open up your Instagram or your Facebook, you see what's going on in the world. Compared to sitting in a house or listening to the radio, watching TV, like we're not really doing that right now. So with being on social media, it just creates more of a Me Too movement.
Okay, so you feel like because everybody's at home and they're kind of like
or
forced
just stuff,
to pay attention?
Like everybody's in their phone, so it's just like you just have more knowledge than before, rather than your parents telling you what happened, or like you're just
more in tune.
Yeah,
or updated. Yeah, due to social
it's more
media,
of a
it's easier to people to record, pull out the phones.
Yeah.
So.
All right, so it's just
what
more
once we used
awareness.
to hear about just around maybe our way. Now you're hearing about it in another state, across the country, and you like, we're all dealing with the same thing in a different way, and even down to the cops having the same mentality across is crazy.
Oh yeah, that big blue shield.
Yeah,
they do feel away. I mean, me personally, you know, I feel like I have a preview when it comes to police officers, because I grew up in a household with 2 police officers. Okay. You know, my mother, she was a police officer for 20 years, retired. And my sister's father, who she's married to now, he's been a cop for 25 years, you know. And, you know, he came from an era of like, you know, where it was basically think in the 90s cops, you know, like he's from that era, that type of patrol. Like his stories are way different from my mother's stories, but then he's also Puerto Rican, but he looks Italian. So you can kind of see this disparity between their experiences, you know. Right. I mean, he doesn't try to come off as anything more than what he is, you know. I mean, he can't, you know. His daughters are darker than him, like, you know, so. Right. But one thing I could say when it comes to that whole blue shield, that whole code of conduct, that way of thinking, like, I knew my mother before she became a cop. Okay. And I knew who she became after she became a cop. And they're 2 totally different people. Both of them don't like cops. Don't get it twisted. But, you know, it's a lot of unsaid rules. And you're right. To see it across the board in other states is almost amazing. So do you think we'll ever really get, you know, the justices we're seeking out? For one, we still ain't arrested cops who killed Breonna Taylor. Right. I say that every day. I say it on my Instagram. You know, I'm going to say it until they do. Right. Simply for the fact that it's like, you know, y'all know me. I champion women. I'm about women. Yes, I come from a women. I was raised by women. My mother is one of 6 girls, to my grandmother. R.I.P. to my grandmother. She just passed.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
But I that's another strong woman. She lived to be 96.
Oh,
wow.
okay.
Yeah, so
It's amazing.
and refused to live with anybody. Wanted to live on her own. So I know how strong women can be.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna shout
And applaud
against
us women.
Of course, that's what this podcast is about. Convos
Thank
with
you,
King.
King.
All right, so what I want to get into next. All right, so both of y'all have partied with me. That's how
Yes,
I
we
want to
partied
end
with King.
most of the. We still got.
The last
We still got
we did
time.
was last
So,
year.
yeah, last year for your
My
birthday.
birthday.
Yes.
Wow, was
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, clubs have
Yeah.
been pretty much closed since March. So.
Right.
From July.
And what sucks for me is that the slowest month in nightlife is January.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
'cause
After
of cold?
New Year's, no, it has nothing to
Really?
do with the cold.
Oh.
After New Year's, right? People go all out New Year's Eve, get
Yeah.
wild drunk, spend all their money. Now they're like, all right, cool. I got my New Year's resolution. Now I'm going to the gym.
Let me focus.
Yeah, now I'm trying to save
no
money.
Partying.
A lot of people move into new places. So
Yeah.
a lot of people just don't spend on going out. So that 1 month is really rough
Really
for
slow.
promoters.
And in February, they may mess up.
They may mess up.
Valentine's-
I was just about
Valentine's
to say.
Day is your
yeah,
day.
right after Valentine's Day, that second week.
That second week,
into
that's
that
it.
third
They
week,
seen
people
who's the
start coming
side
back
chick and
out.
who's not.
Exactly. By
now-
March, people are back out. By April, we're back to business.
Back
Yeah.
on business.
So that
Hot
was
girl summer.
exactly. So that was happening with me, right? March, in the middle of March, it was like, all right, things is getting good. It's still a little, starting to get a little warm outside. Boom. Now they say, oh shit, somebody ate a bat. Everybody's sick. No clubs. So
Yeah.
I just want to talk about the experiences personally you each have with partying with me. Tiana, you party with me way more times than TC.
Yeah.
I think you only partied with me like 3 times.
You're
Yeah,
so wrong.
probably.
Yeah.
You're a little bit wrong. We
Why?
definitely, when we was in the city a couple times with TC and Tiny.
Oh, and
Yeah.
How is
Kiss and
we'll
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
about
yeah,
that
a
off
lot of
camera.
And then maybe a year or two gap. It was probably a 2-year gap in between
That's
that.
because I've been outside since 14, 15.
Yeah, so she's super washed up.
So by the time y'all really was going, it was like, I've been doing this. I was a mom. Yeah, I was in mommy mode.
Yeah. No, understandable. But still, I want to talk about
Partying
those
with King, we be super turned up all the time. And I like that you do not leave me outside because
That's a fact. King never did that.
Never. King be outside waiting all right, where y'all at? I'm parking. Meanwhile, I'm just getting off the bridge or I'm about to cross over.
Oh, no, I know.
I'm parking right now. But yeah, you never left me. So he waits on his ladies and then we go in and just turn up and have a good time. We always had a good time.
Yeah,
Always.
It's always a couch situation with King.
Yeah, we standing on couches, period.
Of course.
Couches.
No. There's no,
Yeah,
no room on the dance floor
VIP.
for us.
I met a lot of people being in your section. A lot of females that I'm still cool with up till today. So it's like,
Oh, yeah, no. You
yeah. we
what do I
very
always say?
social.
When girls come together, all right, y'all be friends. And then we
He
get to the
pimped us,
table.
y'all. He a pimp.
Yeah, but that's one of my things because I hate when a lot of promoters don't do it properly, and I see them do it. They'll bring girls to a table, and sometimes they'll bring girls to a table that's not even their situation.
Right.
And now you trying to smush them up against other
girls.
and
Right.
these girls
Then
is
it's
like, who these
attitudes.
bitches, and
Yep.
now it's a whole bunch of friction when all you simply got to do is say, hey, this is such and such.
and
Oh,
such.
that's your birthday. It's her birthday too. Y'all birthday twins.
And we got
Yeah.
Henny in the middle.
Exactly.
Boom.
Exactly. Everybody's drinking. Everybody's drunk. All it takes is a simple little bit of respect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's true.
and that's why I like, me, I can have like 20 girls in a section. Like
Yeah,
y'all have been there
definitely.
and it's like it's not because I know a group of 20 girls. No,
Yeah.
I know a group of 5 here, 4 here, 2 here, 3 here. I'm gonna
And
bring
they're
y'all
all
together.
about to have a good time.
Yeah, and we all have a good time. Drinks is gonna be flowing, and I'm gonna make sure y'all go home.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yep, we always had a good time.
I think I spent 2 birthdays with King. I think it was my 26th.
Yes.
And then last year.
Yeah.
On my 31st. Yeah.
That's a gap.
Oh, yeah.
You
That was
need
good
to be
birthday.
playing every year with me. But, but yeah, no, that's my specialty. I love doing birthdays. I spend 335 days out the year worrying about everybody else's birthday.
Wow.
Except for those
Oh.
30 days in June, it's about me. Yeah, so
That's good.
Yeah.
So, you know, I feel, because I feel like birthdays make and break your year, you know? You have a bad birthday, you probably gonna spend 6 months like, I fucking hate this shit
Yeah.
before you get out of that funk. Versus, oh shit, I turned 27 and you know what, life is great. I had a great night with my friends and it was lit.
And you have a good year.
Exactly. So I always think about that when people tell me like, oh, I want to celebrate my birthday. I want to do a table or I want to, you know, get bottles. And a lot of times, you know, I get the girls who's like, yo, listen, I'm going to spend $5K. All right, cool. Do you, big mama.
Yeah.
But then I got the girls who's like, shit, that's too rich for my blood. And I'm like,
Yep.
yo, come on, let's do this.
I got you covered.
Yeah.
We always had us covered. Always.
All right, this is my first podcast, so I'm looking at the time and I'm like, all right, cool. Make a good time. So
We good?
We're going to take care of it in contract.
No. I want to get my full hour in because I'm gonna have
Okay.
people tuning in. Y'all
Yeah.
gonna see a lot of this, but you know, I want to thank y'all for being the inaugural guests.
Of course.
You know, hopefully this
Thank you
benefits
for
y'all
having
as much as it benefits me.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Damn, do I have any
Definitely
more
gonna
questions?
promote it.
I feel like I ran through
Now it's
this.
time to
No.
wing it.
Oh, we said lemonade stand.
Oh,
the lemonade stand.
Hold on. This
That's
was
the
his
most
favorite
important-
part.
Yeah.
That's what he said. Meanwhile, you was trying to like cut it out.
That's how it happens.
That is my, first of all, I was on Instagram, Tiana. I was on the Blanco page.
Okay, Blanco
And
with 2 O's.
Before I even read the caption, I'm seeing you cutting wood and your hammers, and I'm like, wait, what's going on here? So then I'm looking, I'm like, oh, she's making a lemonade stand. She on some white people shit. And I was like, but nah, this is a good idea. Like, who thinks that, all right, cool, I don't have a huge lawn and a white picket fence. I'm in Brooklyn, but you know what? Let me make a lemonade stand. Let me do probably the oldest thing ever and bring it to the now and show off my entrepreneurial skills. So I gotta ask you both because I saw y'all both hammering away, getting to it.
TC was the driller.
Yeah. My question is, what made y'all like just decide or wake up one day and say, hey, let's make a lemonade stand?
It was, so initially it was for the kids. And then honestly, I was trying to think of some Carrie Penny content.
Okay.
In my head, I was like, oh, put Jason Zyla and Carrie Penny and then build a stand during summertime.
Yeah.
And then me and Tiana were talking about it, like, all right, we got to do it for the kids. But I have 1,000,001 ideas, genius ideas, and I will probably let time go by and let something just pass before I go and tackle it. And Tiana's the opposite. If it's something in her head she think it's gonna be cool, then she like, oh yeah, so what day? So, and after that, like, all right,
And
so when
she
we gonna
gets
get the thing?
attitudes when these type of questions.
So, because now it's pressure. I hate pressure, but I need pressure.
Yeah.
And I really thrive off of it. But her and my mother the same. It's like, yeah, so when you think we going to do the... And I'm like, all right, just pick a date. Because I know once a date is set, that means we're locked in.
Go
It
time.
got to happen.
Yeah.
So we came up with a date. And then she was like, all right, that's Sunday. And
We literally posted it Saturday, right?
But we didn't post. So we already spoke about it and knew, like, say 2 weeks in advance, like, okay, we're going to do it on this day.
Okay.
And nothing was bought yet or anything. Tiana did have like some of the pouches for our lemonade.
But little stuff.
Okay.
I was stuck on, I want this thing to be built.
She was stuck on, no, it has to look like this. Like,
Oh yeah, and it has, because I'm that person, like it has to look how I
Details.
visualize it.
you can see it through her clothes. It's details.
Yeah, it's like that's stuck in my head. So I'm like, no, we have to build it. It have to look like this. Like this finish will be like good. Tiana is real good with, all right, let's do our customized stickers. And I mean, everything just fell into place how it was supposed to. We did the flyers. We came up with everything really quick. It really didn't even, the scary part is it really didn't even take much, and a lot of people was just still blown away by it. Like,
No, I was definitely
dope.
one of
That was
those
dope.
people. I was definitely blown. What blew me away even more was you started off with lemonade, and then you guys started doing food.
because it was like, okay, dash of Blanco. Oh
These
yeah,
people was just greedy.
Yeah.
Okay? They come to a lemonade stand. Usually, well, I would think in the white neighborhood, people pay the lemonade standers they money and keep it walking. No, these people want to party, okay? And they want food.
That's
Wait, y'all
always
wasn't
our.
spiking the lemonade?
Huh?
Y'all wasn't
That's
spiking the
always
lemonade?
us.
Of course, it happened after hours. We wasn't even expecting to spike it. It's
No,
like, oh, this gonna be
ours,
cute.
me and my sisters, like my mother, they know Karen's girls, the Beldashians, we're the like the party girls.
And we
The
eat.
trio. We
Okay.
eat and
No,
we
I mean, I
party.
partied with y'all, so
Exactly.
I know.
Yeah. And we like to eat.
So when they come into the lemonade stand, it's like, I guess everybody like, oh yeah, this is a different lemonade stand. Like, we're chilling over there when we go.
Yeah,
over
we
there.
had the vibes.
Nice.
And it was really, really good. It was everything we probably expected. And we didn't go in the first
The
time we
first
did it.
night was
until,
like midnight.
Yeah, 12, 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
By the time we cleaned up, it was 1.
We got the juice and the squeeze, y'all.
So is the lemon stand still active, or?
So listen, what's today? Friday?
Tiana want to have another one.
I'm
this
trying to
weekend.
push because I leave to go back to Atlanta on Tuesday.
Okay.
And I'm trying to push us to do one Sunday. Because the people just keep requesting it, okay?
Listen.
The people
Gotta
is
give the people
liking
what
the
they want.
lemonade. It's something in the lemonade that's bringing them back.
Oh shoot! Y'all got the recipe from Beyonce? or something?
Yeah, you know,
Alright.
it's the secret ingredients. In the last lemonade stand, we did lemonade stand and lobster rolls, and
I
that
saw those
one was
lobster rolls.
crazy.
Corn.
And as somebody who
Yeah, that
loves
one was
lobster
really,
rolls,
really good.
Oh, it was
y'all got
good.
that on Sunday. I'm there.
Yeah, the crowd. We definitely had a crowd.
We
I
didn't
don't-
get to record this.
Yeah,
the
that
second
one-
time around was like real work because it was food and the juice, the lemonade. So trying to serve both. Like before, we were able to try to balance. Like, oh, can you catch us on video? Oh, can we get a picture of you once you
We kept it
take
cute.
care? This time it was like gloves on, can't touch this, can't touch that. Let me get my money.
Yeah,
Like-
and we had and it was a lot of people coming and
Back to
placing
back.
a lot of orders for the lobster rolls. I wasn't even expecting that many orders, but it turned out good.
Yeah, it turned out really
We
well.
got a good turnout. And then the next day, she came up with, let's just sell plates. Listen,
I don't know how
you
it went
see?
from lemon. Well, look, this is how it really turned into lobster rolls. Honestly, the first time people, or I was starting with our family, they seen our logos. So they see Carrie Penny, cool. They see Dash of Blanco, and then on, what does it say on your logo?
Get your
Time to
grub
eat,
on.
Get
or
your grub on. So they like, oh, it said get your grub on. How y'all just having lemonade? I'm like, that's her logo. That's no food. So that's what the second time around I was like, you know what, Tiana, for Dash of Blanco, why don't you just do like lobster rolls? That's something to eat with lemonade.
Yeah.
And it'll be
It was
like a cool
the perfect
combo.
combo.
Wow.
And that's when we did that. And so now the next day, after people kept talking about the lobster rolls and stuff, and we still had some more lemonade mix left over, it turned into salmon, lobster mac and cheese. Because we had leftover lobster.
Yeah.
We had some more lobster left over. So it was like, all right, we could make a lobster mac, salmon, and broccoli or the Mexican corn.
Nice.
And we had curbside pickup, and well, we didn't even get a chance to see anyone that day because we was in the kitchen slaving.
Oh.
So my
Hardest
mom was
workers.
like,
Our
"Oh my
mom was
God,
she
you
was the
gotta
runner.
see y'all
she was like,
curbside."
y'all need to see these people lined up outside. She was like, I got to get a picture, but she kept having to be the one and take the order
deliver.
downstairs, say the people name because we don't know who these people are. Some of them.
We just see cash apps coming in, text messages like,
Shit.
"Hey, I'm outside. I want this order."
Yeah, or they were coming back around like, you know what? I'm gonna put in another order.
Yeah,
Like we sold out that day.
I mean, during
and
this
we literally
pandemic,
posted
people-
it about
That day.
3,
4
4
hours.
o'clock, and was like, "Dinner's gonna be sold at
By
7
7.
o'clock." And
we wasn't really ready till like
we
7:30,
was
7:40.
7:30. They got their dinner, but
Listen.
they all was happy.
One thing I can say, people got money right now,
Oh.
and they trying to spend it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
And if
we
they can have
finna
a
do
different
whole
experience,
Right.
they gonna go for it.
yeah.
Now, what y'all doing is like, it really impressed me. Y'all literally took lemons and made lemonade.
Lemonade. Yeah.
So,
And then
that's-
she just did the
What?
meditating for Black Lives,
Oh yeah.
for Black Kid Lives.
It's
Oh.
Meditating for Black Lives is
Okay.
an actual organization.
oh, let's talk about that.
That's not my organization. That's my friend Brittany. She runs that.
Okay.
They do meditations, free meditations in a park every Sunday at 11 a.m.
Which part?
So they used to do Tompkins Park. They started there. And then now they're at Lincoln Terrace Park.
Okay, I know that part. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's really good. It's good. They have like free food and it's a form of protesting but more in a positive way and to help you meditate and release all your emotions or feelings and be intertwined with the universe. So
That's dope.
It's
You
a
got
cool-
lobster rolls in yoga. I love it.
So she does that, and then her and I were speaking, and I was like, prior to the pandemic, I was doing Carrie Penny workshops where kids were making wearable art garments with my instructional, and I was like, maybe we should do something together. And she fell in love with the idea. I was like, we could do meditating for kids, Black Lives. She do the meditation segment, and then we'll go into a segment where I'll do tie-dye with them because that's something we could do outside. And we did that about maybe 2 weeks ago, 2 weekends.
we did that
2 weekends
in
ago.
44 Park.
And we did it in 44 Park where the 1-year-old got shot at
Oh yeah.
over
Like a
there.
week later, right?
We did it like
Yeah,
the
that was so
following weekend to change the narrative and the aura over there. Like, I went to that school for 1 year. The school's right across the street.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I went there and I was like, oh, this is crazy because I went here and this is where we actually used to live at. We used to live over here. And it was just to change that whole aura over there because it's very sad that something like that happened. And then people gonna start taking their kids out of the parks
And we
because
don't
of
need
things.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like kids are supposed to be kids, and during a time like this, they're supposed to enjoy things free, like
Yeah.
a park where
Exactly.
they're out in the open and not in a closed setting. So families came out with their kids, and we did a whole tie-dye segment. It was really nice. It was
Yeah, it was that was another turnout. So we've been having like little events here and there, but
Yeah.
they just been like,
cool. Happening.
yeah.
God just been making it just.
No, that's
But what we
good. I
gonna do
love it.
tomorrow,
Hey.
back to lemonade stand, we
Tiana is trying.
no,
gonna be
for the
hot and
donations. So we
Oh, yes,
So
yes.
the money that we made, we took a percentage out of the money that we made, and we're gonna donate it to.
We're going to give it to one of the organizations is called Playground. They have refrigerators outside in Brooklyn.
Shout out to Playground.
Yeah, it's other ones. Tiana found
Yeah.
some other ones earlier. So they have refrigerators for you to place food, and for families to just open up and take whatever they
wow.
need.
Wow.
Yeah. And the
Yeah.
refrigerators is like,
It's
they got
scattered all
dope
over.
art, and it's scattered all over, and people really go in the refrigerators and get what they need, and
Yeah, so it's
keep
for
it pushing.
homeless.
All right, so
Less
anybody hearing
fortunate.
that that's looking for that,
Yeah,
check into
right.
that. Sounds like a dope.
And
So we're gonna do it
maybe
in
we're
Brooklyn.
gonna and then maybe we're probably gonna do something else with that because we all last year around the holidays when we went and fed the homeless.
Yeah.
As a family.
Nice.
My sister's my mother, my
We
niece,
made
my
our
son.
sandwiches, nice bags with nice encouraging words on it, and just gave it out for Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
And it was
So
a super turnout.
And then people wanted to donate then. So even with
Yeah.
just our donation, this is what we're giving back.
No.
But
That's a
maybe
form
we
of
could do
philanthropy.
something else with it. Yeah.
So
So
we
you guys
definitely
are
gonna come up
philanthropists.
with something in the future. I keep
Hey.
telling her about it, but she need pressure, y'all. She need pressure.
Don't worry, I'm gonna be on y'all.
Yeah, thank you. Be on her. I'm all for it.
All right, I got 10 more minutes. I'm gonna use all 10 of them. I'm gonna ask.
Leave the contract.
I think, yeah, right. I got the contracts in the closet. Listen. All right, both of y'all are single mothers. Oh, no.
Wow.
I'm not
Hold
going to
the
say
fuck
single
up.
mothers. No. Both of y'all are
Whoa.
mothers.
Yeah, delete all that shit, okay?
Edit that.
Timestamp.
So y'all both single mothers.
So-
Nobody king. So
Yeah.
y'all both single mothers.
Y'all both mothers raising. We gonna fix that, right? All right. Y'all both single mothers.
No, leave it. Leave it.
It's realistic. It's
Right.
what happened. It's
Nah, I
funny.
don't want to make the assumption that all black
No,
women are
leave
single
it.
mothers.
Leave it.
I mean,
No,
my mother was
you
a single
said it.
mother.
You said it.
You said
This
it.
I was
how y'all
raised-
black men think.
Listen,
Go ahead.
I was raised by a single mother, and she was a strong woman.
Wow, that's what they always look at us.
No.
Strong. We don't want to be strong.
Nobody want to be strong. Not all the
No,
time.
y'all might not want to, but I'll tell you right now,
It builds us. That's
it builds
our
y'all.
character.
Yeah, it's like whether you want to be or not, because to groom a child is a 2-person job. At the end of the day, whether people want to believe it or not, it's a 2-person job. You know, I'm not gonna say my father isn't in my life, but the crucial years he wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
When you need him.
Yeah, so it's like he came at a time where I was just like, bruh, I'm already
She
out
did
here
it
doing
already.
Mom's
me.
already
Yeah,
taught
she-
me that.
She
She
did it
gave
already.
me game, you know?
Yep.
Like, I talk to women because of her, you know, how she put me on. So, with that being said, as mothers of black children,
Yeah.
how do you feel raising them in today's world? I'll start with you, TC.
Tell him you have a son.
Yeah, as a...
So I have a soon-to-be 10-year-old son.
Ooh,
Um,
it's a grown man.
yeah, he's stepping up. But I don't know. I'm happy and proud to be raising him. I'm not really scared of anything. I feel like I'm gonna fill him up and equip him with the things that I was taught, and we have a lot of morals and standards. He knows from young, like his conversations with adults, they can tell. So
Nice.
I'm okay with that, and God gonna have the rest. It like that's all. I try not to overthink it as far as like, oh, it's a black kid and I'm worried. I'm not putting that energy out there. I'm not worried.
That's dope.
Jace is gonna be good. He
Shout out to Jace.
shout out to Jace.
And Jace is a 9-year-old entrepreneur as well. So go and get his book on Amazon.
Oh, I did see that.
Dreams
Yes.
Come
Dreams Come
True by Jace. Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Super
Jace has a
dope.
book. Jace has a song out. He has a video.
He did
with his dad.
podcasts. Okay.
Oh, yeah, he does-
King.
Seriously, if Jace knew we were coming
I gotta
here.
catch up to him.
Yeah.
Seriously, if Jace knew we were coming here, like he would have knocked me and Tiana out the box. Jace,
He loved this.
yeah, this is his field right here.
Nice.
Now for me.
Yes.
I don't know. I never really thought too much into it, like raising a daughter in this. It's like, don't be a hoe. Okay, that's it now.
Wait, hold on. She's like 2, right? Like
Her mother's dumb. Look, I'm her other mother.
She calls TC Mama TC. Okay,
Mama
so
TC, like
she know who her real mother is.
Cause her mother's retarded.
But I guess as she get a little bit older, check me when she about 10 years old.
Yeah.
Right now it's like all fun and games.
I know. No, I
Yeah,
see
I'm
that.
not
early
thinking about somebody
stages.
playing with her because I would really go to jail.
No, that's good. No, I mean,
But yeah,
I'm just glad both of y'all have like a positive outlook, because I talk to a lot of young parents and they have kids and they're like, oh my God, the world's gone mad. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, no.
And I feel like as long as you good in your home.
You speak that and you claiming that energy. I don't see that. I don't see it.
nope.
I don't see it. Yes, it's always going to be madness, but it's all on your perspective and what you're looking at. And it's certain things. Like I do say, dang, I don't think I'm going to stay out in Brooklyn and raise Jace out here. I'm aware of the environment and surroundings. Would it be the worst case? No, because if we do end up staying out here, I will position him in a certain area,
Right.
make sure I'm kind of monitoring the friendships. And then by the time he's ready to be of age and choose his own friends, that foundation has already been
Instilled in
or
him.
established. So I'm not like too worried, but I look at certain things and I just know how to move. That's it.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I don't have no kids yet, but
Hurry up, King. Hurry up.
oh, everybody's saying that.
Right. What
No,
you
that means
doing?
hurry up and be a babysitter. Wait, okay?
Yo,
That's-
I tell you the two distinctions from my parents. It's so funny. 5 years ago, my father was like, "Hey, I'm ready to be a grandfather." I'm like,
Wow.
"Nigga, you wasn't a
Then
dad." What
father.
you-
No, we want to party with King. We don't want to party with no, not
And
King the
then
father.
My
No.
mother, right?
Like, yo, I gotta leave y'all ladies. I gotta go get my son.
Look,
Yeah,
my
no.
mother, right? Every year, right? She would tell me, "Don't bring no girl to me. Don't bring no baby to me. I'm still young." Da 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 da.
It's about
right?
them.
Right? Up until I was 31, she hit me out of on my birthday. She took me out
What's
to
going
lunch.
on?
Yeah, like, so ain't no girl you did. I'm like,
So I
wait,
know
what?
she put that in the world. She put that in the atmosphere.
She was like, yeah, you don't want no kids, no nothing. I'm like, you told me not to. Like
Yeah, that's what
do
mothers
you-
do, though.
Yeah, she switched the whole, like, she bought a house down
She-
south.
She thought about
switched the
grandkids immediately. It was like, hold on, wait.
Because she got that big ass house and realized
Yeah, but she better keep that
half her
energy when
kids
them
don't
kids
live
come.
there.
Yeah, tell keep that
Tell
energy.
keep that energy when them kids come.
When them kids come,
Because
grandma for the summer.
grandparents change up
No,
on
they
you real
change
quick.
up, King. Look, we gotta be somewhere at 9 o'clock. It's 9:13. My mother calling right now.
Oh.
Grandmother's not the same.
Well,
They're not the
actually,
same, like-
when it was just Jace,
Wow.
I didn't get
so
phone
my
calls.
daughter did this shit.
nobody was calling me, but now that Zala's part of the equation, and she's a little bit more active and ratchet than Jace.
Yeah, she.
Now everybody
take
got to
after
pick up
our
the
mama.
phone. Like, all right, what time y'all coming back? Cause Zala, everything is really
Everything
Zala.
is Zyla. So yeah, shout outs to Zyla.
Yeah, shout out to her.
I'm making
She
her
has
YouTube.
good energy.
We're gonna do a YouTube coming soon.
Oh, shout out to YouTube.
Yeah, we're gonna. I don't know yet. When I finish doing her room, cause she liked the camera. She loved the camera.
That means
And
that
love
she's a
entertaining.
star in the making.
Yeah.
All
We're gonna
right.
talk more about that.
Okay, I think we almost
Doing
done.
great with timing.
Yeah. Listen, this is the first Convos with King.
Yeah, congrats to you.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Woo.
I wish you well moving forward.
Have a baby.
Don't have no baby.
Oh yeah, no.
No, babies come
Make
when
me
your
sweat.
career about to take off. So if you feel like this podcast, you better pull out. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You just gotta pull out.
I've had a couple scares, but I'm good. I'm good. But Tiana,
Yes.
thank you. TC, thank you. Real
You're
quick,
welcome.
shout out all your Instagram, YouTube
Shout
handles.
out Blanco, BLANCOO, and my website is tianablanco.com.
What is my ad name? Master TC. I don't know if I have a period or underscore.
No.
Oh, okay. Master TC, and my website is www.carriepenny.com.
All right.
Master _TC.
Oh damn! You forgot
you,
your
Raya.
Instagram. That's how you know she don't be giving it out.
Yeah, she don't give a fuck.
Like, can I get your no? Can I get no,
No,
sir?
I don't have it.
No, I don't have it. I'm a mother. All right. All right, ladies, thank you for joining me in the inaugural episode of Convos with King. Shout out Ryle the Cook, engineer on the boards, Platinum Studios. If you're looking for somewhere to record your mixtape.
Yes.
But don't let that shit be trash. We don't want to hear it.
No.
All right?
Just listen to Party with King.
All right. And yeah, Party with King. And we're out.
We're out later.